Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy, I'm Chris the Don One, and I am back with another video. This is coming from BleacherReport.com. You can also find this article on ESPN.com, as well as other sport blogs and sports websites when pertaining to NBA news. But Carmelo Anthony was discussing why he did not work or fit with OKC. And he felt like the reason why his level of production dipped was the rush to the urgency, sort of say, wanting a trade out of the New York Knicks, and really didn't have enough time to fit the parts together when you're talking about Carmelo Anthony, the way how he plays, as well as Russell Westbrook, as well as Paul George. And with that unique dynamic, that's why, a lot of people think that, he's getting older. So the things Carmelo Anthony used to do with Denver and the New York Knicks, he's unable to do with the Oklahoma City Thunder last year. Now, I will say this: I feel like Carmelo Anthony is getting picked on a little bit too much. Carmelo Anthony, just a hair much. Carmelo Anthony is an ISO player, and usually usually the format is you surround an ISO player with other shooters. That's why LeBron James fits so well and brilliantly with the Cleveland Cavaliers last year, as well as the Miami Heat. And a lot of people seem to forget that first year with Miami, LeBron James had to figure out a way to play alongside Dwayne Wade because they were ISO dimensional players. Okay, they're ISO players, and that's what Carmelo Anthony is. Plus the fact that Paul George is a little bit of an ISO player, even though he can, his style can fit with just about any type of system. And when you're talking about Russell Westbrook, he's a dominating ISO player who needs the ball the most. Russell Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony are like the same type of player, the same type of mode. They're very successful once they have the ball. And that's why a lot of people say Carmelo Anthony holds on the ball a little bit too much, particularly with the New York Knicks. And that's why they struggled. Now, that's why I want to sort of, clear the air with Carmelo Anthony. A lot of people think that, well, he's older. That means his style has diminished. His skill has diminished. I feel like there is some slipperage with Carmelo Anthony. But I think you're going to get a better version of Carmelo Anthony with the Houston Rockets, and here's why. I feel like Carmelo Anthony realized that he's going to have to play a little bit different and expect things a little bit different now, since he's not the big man on campus. He's going to have to fit his style around the Houston Rockets, and it's going to fit very brilliantly, particularly when they run up and down the court and they give Carmelo Anthony spot shots. Now, I don't know why people feel like Carmelo Anthony is a three-point sniper or three-point specialist. He can occasionally hit the three on a consistent level, but he can also hit those high mid-range jumpers, particularly when you're pushing the ball down court. And if Carmelo Anthony is already set up, you can easily Chris Paul. He can easily, throw a pass to Carmelo Anthony instead of Chris Paul dancing around trying to find the right play like, Russell Westbrook. And there's nothing wrong with Russell Westbrook's style. But Russell Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony had two different styles, and that's why they could not fit. It just could not work. Now, with time, it could have worked. Just like Dwayne Wade and LeBron James, they had to figure themselves out. They had to try to figure out how to make this very successful. I felt like if Carmelo Anthony had to spend another year with OKC, I think somehow, some way they could have figured it out. Now with the Houston Rockets, he knows his role, and he knows that he's not the big man on campus. James Harden is the big man on campus, and they're going to feed the beast consistently. But now you can sort of spread the floor out, and now Carmelo Anthony gets non-contested shots. Okay? He's not going to have 2 or 3 people draped on him. He can get a shot or two with no problem, with no hitch in his step. Yes, there's going to be slipperage in his skill. He's not going to be very athletic. You know, Carmelo Anthony, even in his prime, wasn't really all that athletic. Okay? But the things he was able to do, he can still do on a consistent level with the Houston Rockets. Okay? But guys, tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy, I'm Chris the Dom One, and I am out of here.